All right. Hello. Welcome back to day 5, the final day of the Dream Business Bootcamp. Today we're talking about invoicing and keeping track of your financials. So I do want to put a disclaimer here that I am not a tax or financial expert or specialist in any ways. I'm just going to show you ways that I have used and have worked for me and my clients. So invoicing can look a little different depending on what software you currently have. So I have 2 ways that I am currently invoicing. The first is set up. It is, I use Stripe, and it is actually set up and automatically connected to Kajabi. So when I create offers in Kajabi and people pay for them on my Kajabi website, it sends the transfer, or it transfers the money to Stripe, and then Stripe pays me. Now, Kajabi did just come out with their own payment processing system that is lower fees. So I have since transferred to that for Kajabi payments, aka payments through my website. And I'm going to show you what I do for my retreats when I invoice people for my retreats and also for my mastermind. So I have 2 different softwares I use. That's what we're doing right now. Okay, I'm going to show you Square first. So you might be familiar with Square. Lots of businesses use Square. It actually kind of looks like this, but it's a little, oh wait, I'm not sharing my screen. Should probably share the screen, huh? Okay, here we go. So it is a little square. It looks almost like that. And it actually is a physical square as well. And it will plug into your phone. You can swipe and take credit card payments if you're at an event for something, if you have like a physical product that you sell. So that's actually how I got started with Square, was when I was selling nails at events and I needed, was that the first time? Yeah. Yeah. And then I needed to swipe credit cards. So you can invoice through here. And I have not used this for a while, but it's super simple. So you just click send an invoice and then you would fill out. I have different people saved on here, but you could also just type in people's email and add them as a new customer. I'll just add myself as a customer. Okay. And then you can see I've sent 43 invoices. So I don't change this number, it just auto populates. You totally can change it. So then I just like to say what it is I'm invoicing for. So I usually do a Slaycation retreat in the fall. You can do what date. So I leave it as none. It just makes it as today. I like to say what it is for. Excuse me. Thanks for registering for Slaycation 2023. Please see all details on the Google form. So this is a one-time payment, but if you want to make it reoccurring, you can. And you can change, like, if you want it to be billed every month, every 2 months, whatever. You can put when it ends on a certain date if you would like. So I'm just making it one time. And then you might see, I have all kinds of different. So maybe that's just a deposit. And so you can have stuff saved here, or you can just add something. Slaycation 2023. You can use it one time, or you can create a new library item so you don't have to keep like creating it every time. I'm actually not doing a Slaycation this fall, so it won't matter that I'm creating this. So one-time payment, $500. So I have that saved. Then if you gave people like an early bird discount and it took $100 off, you can add a discount here. I'm going to name it that, and then I'm going to make it a flat fee. So I change it to $1 instead of a percent. So a flat $100 off. This is going to be important to do it as a discount this way so that people can see this was the original cost, this was the discount, because you can actually take this off then on your taxes, the $100 discount. I don't need to add a payment schedule. I don't need to add a service charge or another discount or anything like that. Then I get to pick down here the ways that people can pay. I always have credit or debit card checked, that's a 2.9% fee on my behalf. Bank transfer is only a 1%. So I always check that too and allow people to pay in that way as well. Cash App looks like it's 2.9% also. So 2.9% is usually what most people do. But hey, if someone wants to pay with a bank transfer and save me 1.9% fees, that would be awesome. I don't need my customers to leave me a tip. I will allow them to save their payment method if they want to. I share via email. And then these are reminders. So I like to remind them before it's due, on the due date, 1 day after, 3 days after, and you can set this up as far as you want. Like if people haven't paid 12 days later, you could change it and make it 12 days later. You can add a contract, an attachment, like a document attachment. You can request their shipping address as well. So yeah, that's all. And then you would just click send. So I'm going to just save that as a draft because I don't need that because it's fake. And then I can see like right here that it was paid or not paid. The status is draft. Like these on here were paid. Okay. So now I'm going to show you Stripe. Stripe is the one that I have been using for my mastermind right now. I just clicked create invoice on the dashboard, and then I'm just going to use an existing customer. I'm going to use Jen. So I'm using Jen. Her due date, I'm going to make it just today, but you can put whatever due date you want on here. So if you want to allow them to, pay in September or whatever, these are the methods that I allow as payment. You can manage the payment methods here. I actually will turn on debit as well. We're in the US, so we don't allow all these down here. I could activate PayPal, I suppose, but I don't necessarily want to be honest. Delivery is email. You can add a memo, a footer, custom fields, anything. And then right here, items is what you'll either add a one-time item, or like I will do my mastermind is $2,997 for the year. You'll just click save. Or you can add a discount, which is called coupons here. So I put that on there. It's due September 8th because I changed the due date. And this literally shows you then what it looks like when she gets it. This will be what her email is. It'll say new invoice from Lindsay D. Click to pay it. Says what it's for, etc. And then here's the payment page. So this is how you can kind of preview, make sure everything is like on there right for you. Okay. And I'm not going to wait for that. So that is the basics. 2 ways. You can also do invoices on PayPal. It's essentially the same sort of thing that I just showed you, where you'll click create an invoice. The thing I don't love about PayPal is your money goes to PayPal. And then from PayPal, then you have to do a transfer. So it's almost like Stripe and Square are definitely a third party in between you and the person that is paying. However, it immediately transfers your money over. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts. The fees are comparable on all of them. They're all going to be about a 3% fee, like a 2.9% fee, except you saw like direct cash transfers are only 1%, which is kind of nice. So that's 2 easy ways that you can set up payments. Calendly as well. If you were using Calendly as a booking tool where essentially people can book different appointments with you or one-on-one times, you can set up a payment link through Calendly, which is really nice as well. Very similar to what I just showed you. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about was just keeping track of your finances, so of all your receipts and all of that. So we found our tools, we customize our invoices, we send our invoices. Now it's time to stay on top of our finances. So using some sort of financial tracking software to monitor your income, your expenses, knowing where your money goes is super important. 2 that I have heard of, I haven't personally worked with them myself, are QuickBooks and HoneyBook. HoneyBook, especially if you have a team, if you're a team of one, QuickBooks would be where I would recommend getting started. But another thing that you can do if you are organized and you are working with a tax professional is I keep track of all my expenses in the different tax categories on a Google spreadsheet. And I really like that because it's easy for me to share it with people if I need to share it with them. I can also put in a formula and have it automatically add up all my expenses. So basically I have categories. So I have like business supplies, training, dues, office, travel, and I break travel down into transportation, food, lodging. Gosh, there's all kinds of business categories, but basically you can go through your business categories and sort out your receipts. So I put the name of the receipt, what was bought there, the date, and then I put the amount. And so I keep track of all of that, plus keep all my paper receipts in like a excuse me, in like a expandable folder. And I just have them all organized that way as well. So if you are able to stay organized and stay up on things, maybe this is a good mid-year check for you to be like, okay, it's time for me to go through my receipts and go ahead and divide stuff up. I like to do it every few months myself, just because it saves me so much time come December, January, tax preparation time. So that's just my quick tip for that for you. You got your money game on lockdown now. Congrats on completing our 5-day business boot camp training. You're unstoppable. Make sure that you keep shining. You create and own your magic, and you really step into that this year. Like, that is my hope for every single one of you listening to this video. You know, doors are closing to the Confident and Ambitious Mastermind. I want to see you in that group. It's amazing. The women who are in it are just so full of energy and fire and ready to be held accountable and support one another and their business goals this year. And I hope that pertains to you. So let me know what questions you have, and I look forward to talking to you even more.